So here I am reviewing a light bulb. Life is strange. This is a regular 67 watt incandescent bulb, and I've been having problems with these blowing out. They're not rough service bulbs or anything. So that's how it looks, I guess. You know, how generally bright or not bright it is or whatever. And I'm going to replace it with a rough service LED and we'll see how it looks. All right, here we go. To me, it doesn't seem a whole bunch different, so we'll see how it lasts. But one thing that's interesting is I noticed right away it's heavier. We'll give that a shot for a couple weeks and see how it holds up.
Holy crap, the impossible has finally happened. I've been using this thing for just over 2 years, I think. So long it took me a while to dig up the packaging in the other one. And tonight, after dropping this thing for, I don't know, the couple hundredth time, it finally broke. The cool thing about that is, it still works. It did still work. Is it me or is it you? Oh, it's just super loose. This fixture doesn't grip the bulb very well, probably because I drop it all the time. There we go. So when it hit the floor and I heard a strange noise, it was still lit up. So as compared to blowing out an incandescent like multiple times a day, God forbid you should happen to go back and watch the early videos on the Blazer, I was blowing out light bulbs so often that it became, not that anybody saw it or laughed, like a joke on camera. I must have blown out 3 or 4 bulbs on camera in the first videos of that thing. Never mind the several that you didn't see, and that's when I hauled off and got mad and got this thing. But anyway, on a scale of 1 to 10, for my pleasure to displeasure ratio with these things, I'm gonna rate them bananas, B-A-N-A-N-A-S, because they are crazy. I like these things a lot. As I recall, they were kind of spendy, so I'm glad it has been working out. And in fact, this one, I'm pretty sure I can repair, and I think I'm gonna try to do that right now. So what has happened to our duder here, the bulb is actually 2 pieces, and it cracked around that seam, or broke out around that seam. You can see on the one, that's new in the package, it's got that division. So after hundreds of times of dropping this thing on the floor, probably from great heights sometimes, it finally let go. So what I'm gonna do is take some CA glue and glue it back together. This thing does get a little bit warm, but it doesn't get hot. So I don't feel that the CA glue is going to be an issue for it. But you know, obviously this isn't anything the manufacturer would suggest you do, so I am going to be like Lindbergh here. I'm going to be doing it by myself. And if it goes badly, it goes badly, but I think it'll be fine. I'm just going to do my best to kind of fixture it up with some tape. I can't actually find how it went together the first time. At this point, I'm kind of tired of bothering with it. So what I've done here is just fixtured it up with some tape in probably a more or less random orientation. I'm just gonna get some CA on it and activate it and just use the glue to kind of tack it together. Oh boy, gonna need some pliers to open the glue. So the plan here is to probably go get the pair of pliers again and crack that open. Despite appearances, this is not a new kit. I just keep it in the packaging to keep the activator and stuff together with it. If we can flow any glue yet or not. See if I can stab myself nicely. I'm sure I can. Oh, this glue may be trash anyway. She's a little gloopy, but I think she's okay. So if you don't know what I'm doing, this is super glue and activator. So it cures out pretty much as soon as I hit it with that spray bottle. And this stuff is also like 2 or 3 years old and is not wanting to cooperate. Okay. So now it's reassembled. I'm just going to go around the rest of this split with more CA if I can. Oh boy, there we go. This bottle's done. Okay, a few moments, this will be repaired. And that time is now. She's good to go. A little lumpy, I'm not gonna lie. Not the prettiest thing, but I think for a shop light, she'll be okay. This activator is super flammable, so I'm gonna make sure I wipe down the light bulb with some Windex. So although this doesn't get very warm, it is an electrical appliance and sparks and explodey bits and stuff like that. And I do use this thing around gas and solvents and blah, blah, blah. I bet she's fixed for a good long while now. So let's bring our guy back and get her screwed back in. Oh, and it also doesn't help that when this thing gets loose in the housing, I just reach in and grab the top of it to turn it back in. So I've torqued the top of this bulb about 1,000,000 times. All right, let's see if she's gonna play nice while everything else falls on the floor. Yep, She's working good. And I bet she'll keep working good for a good long while to come. So especially considering the intended use case for these things, you know, you'll notice garage door opener, ceiling fan. Nowhere on here is there a sweaty hillbilly throwing this on the floor of his garage for multiple years. This thing's been really good. I'm a fan. One thing that kind of sucks is I was expecting it to be brighter than a traditional incandescent. It really isn't. I'm not familiar enough with the accuracy of lumen ratings to know if I should expect that to be false or not. I have no clue. It works, I would say, as well as a 60 watt incandescent bulb as far as illumination. Claims it draws 12 watts. Kilowatt says 12 watts. So yep, right on the money. So I really can't find any reason to dislike this thing other than potentially cost. As I said, I'll have to look now. It's been so long ago. I think these were pretty expensive and just on the basis of brightness. But I really wasn't looking for either of those two things when I bought it. Primary goal was just durability, and I definitely got it. If you have an application more like one of these things, and let's say it's a hard to reach spot or you are having a vibration issue blowing out bulbs, this is your guy. That's all I got to say about that. I appreciate you guys stopping in for this video. We'll catch you on the next one.
I'm Max, that's Saddington Bear, and we make videos like this all the time. Here are a couple links to some other videos we've made, and we really appreciate you guys stopping in.